Mook and Solomon dropped, what was it, like 2 days ago? I knew it was gonna be whack. Iron Solomon was just whack. I mean, as far as Iron's performance, it was more or less. It seemed like he was like rapping stuff off his new CD. Like the cadences were very indicative of somebody rapping on top of a beat. Yeah, I just, for the life of me, I couldn't get a whole lot out of it. Murda Mook had on a hoodie vest with spikes on it. I want to know who picked that out for him. I liked Iron's Jordan 4, so I like those 4s. Iron had a lot of stuff as far as Murda Mook's past and stuff like that, and we've heard all that stuff in battles before, so it's an angle that you just get tired of hearing. Murda Mook threw Skittles and called my man Zimmerman. Where do they do that? Iron Solomon with the extra weight on looks just like the dude from Third Base. I just figured I'd put that out. Every time I see him, the song Pop Goes the Weasel starts playing in my head. You knew that the battle was bad because every time they would start a round past like the third, they was having to like wake the crowd up like, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear this? And the enthusiasm was just gone. Diddy, everybody up in the boxes just looked unengaged, except for Busta Rhymes. He's easily enthused. I want to say that Mook is lucky that Cassidy doesn't battle anymore, because if that battle would have been arranged, we wouldn't be talking about Mook right now. We'd be talking about how great Cass is. I want to say that the race car didn't have much to do with this battle. It was significant about this much, but I want to say that New Yorkers love Mook. The crowd loved Mook, and it showed. And he got away with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? My complaints in the Lux battle pale in comparison to my complaints in this Mook battle. I want to say that legends don't need to come back anymore in battles from now on. I want to say that Smack should have learned from Cannabis not to bring legends back. I want to say that Mook rapping to Diddy was the biggest form of thirst that I've seen lately in a battle. And I want to say that the fact that niggas was walking out of this battle and niggas was having to wake up the crowd and get niggas in the boxes to pay attention just let you know how whack this battle was. All in all, I really didn't give enough of a fuck about this battle to pull out lines that I liked, because there was just so much bad shit in it. First round for both of them were pretty strong first rounds. Delivery wise, presence wise, Mook got that round. As far as punchlines and wordplay, Solomon got that first round. Now, with that being said, that's kind of the way the entire battle went. As far as like what people were doing stylistically, it seemed like Solomon sprinkled more little punchlines and plays on words and things of that nature into his rounds. They weren't crazy, they weren't haymakers, but they were in there. And then Mook's rounds were, I guess if you want to call it grown man bars, if you want to call it real talk, that's what he had in his rounds. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Mook won this battle. There's no debating that. It's just amazing to me how, you know what I'm saying, Lux and Calico drops, and how amazed we are and impressed we are, and how we're still talking about that battle now. And we're probably going to be talking about that battle for a while, you know, just in the context of what Lux was saying and what he did. And then you have this battle drop, and no one wants to admit how whack Mook was. I mean, just in comparison, like, Thank God, you know what I'm saying, rematches never happened, because if Mook would have been battling this Lux that battled Calico, I'm trying to refrain from saying the word whack because y'all niggas apparently, a girl can't say this shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Last I checked, this was all opinion based, but whatever. So I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be my synopsis of this entire battle. Mook was lacking in terms of delivery. I felt like it was more of a sermon, an informational presentation, more than it was battle rap. I felt like a lot of his bars were extremely exaggerated by the crowd and his entourage. I think it was a tad desperate that he was looking to Diddy to approve of these bars when the crowd wasn't approving of them. Um, Iron Solomon was lyrically extremely weak. Delivery was weak. Presence was damn near non existent. And I felt like both of them were equally rapping as if they were in a time capsule. And they're lucky that they battled each other. So that is my recap of that battle. No need to review it. I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace. How can my energy be fucking up for some shit that was so weak? I can't say the word whack because when I say the word whack, y'all get all emotional and start leaving dissertations in my comment section. I want to say that like 75% of that shit was whack. I want to say that fucking both of them was dressed like they got their clothes from the flea market. I want to say that Mook was sweating like a whore on Easter Sunday in church. I want to say that Iron Solomon is a third base doppelganger. I want to say that Diddy, Q-Tip, and Busta Rhymes was gassing them bars. And I want to say that Mook would have got booed if it would have been in another state. And I want to say all that, but I can't, so I'm not going to say it.